viendo la tele y de repente no sé qué pasó, se apagó la luz. Otra vez apagó la luz. Voy a buscar la linterna. Ah, se apagó la tele. Aquí está la linterna. ¿Qué está pasando? No, 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 no mames, no mames. ¿Qué es eso? Prendió la luz. Se está apagando la luz. Se está prendiendo la luz.
Sure, anybody could be wearing a black robe, but the dog's barking and his dead sprint towards his escape vehicle do add a certain level of spookiness to this clip. Real or fake, it's definitely creepy. Or is it?
According to TikToker Zach, his house is haunted by an entity that seems utterly furious. Life isn't easy for his family, so to show the world what they're dealing with, they decided to install a security camera in the hallway where most of the activity happens. This is what they captured. The emerging and sudden drop of that black towel seems incredibly unnatural, as so does the fact that it seems to be floating, but is that enough to say that the house is haunted yet? Let's see what else they captured.
Не хулигань только, хорошо себя веди. Взяла вот муку, да, стакан. На выход, да, на выход поставила. Ну все, мне уйти надо. А вы уверены, что поможет?
Things are moving at will and getting thrown in the weirdest possible manner. If this is not paranormal, do you have any idea how can they be faking the ball floating the way it did, or the sugar spreading like there's someone blowing it? We can't see anyone close to it, and no sounds that could indicate a leaf blower used off camera. But the more we dig through this TikTok account, the weirder the activity gets. Skeptics might assume all these clips to be just a clever hoax, but if that's you, please let us know how do you think these incredibly unnerving feats are pulled off. Can't wait to read your thoughts in the comment section.
Filmed on a beach in Brazil, the strange object was spotted under the surface of the water. It seems to be shaped like a figure with a glowing head. Is this just an elaborate prank, an art installation, or an alien encounter?
One evening, while watching TV, he noticed his light fixture in the living room swinging on its own, so he took out his camera and began to film. But then his dog led him into the kitchen, sensing something even more horrifying.
Il y a quelqu'un ici?
The fact that the dog knew something was going on is what makes this so creepy. After filming those kitchen nightmares, he thought retiring to his room would be a safe, spook-free bet, but he couldn't have been more wrong.
Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un, s'il vous plaît?
Drafts in the house, floor slant levels and faulty hinges can all make a door swing open with seemingly no outside influence. But the continuous stream of orbs flying past the camera makes many believe that this could actually be a real haunted house.
If you ever come across this painting, whatever you do, don't take it with you. Here's why. A man by the name Sean inherited an odd-looking painting from his grandmother. But after some research, Sean discovered that this painting was made by a mentally ill man who painted it using his own blood, then shortly after took his own life. Shockingly, Sean has also recorded doors moving on their own near it in scraping sounds as if something evil is living inside. So for this reason,
He was exploring his new house when something decides to show itself. This creepy video I found it on Reddit, recorded somewhere in Japan. It shows a man recording his newly rebuilt abandoned house. As he films every room, something decides to show itself. As the man was filming around, a white figure with dark hair moved from right to left in the doorway of one of the rooms. Reddit user says it is the ghost of Kuntilanak, aka the chanting, which is known to appear like this. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts.
The Whitaker family is America's most notoriously inbred family. This is Ray, and he is 69. He literally can't speak. The other two on the couch are Lauren and Timmy. They both suffer from an undiagnosed mental and physical disorder, which renders them unable to communicate except through grunts or piercing screams. Wait a second. If you comment "scream," you will unlock a TikTok secret emoji. They've lived their entire lives in squalor, deep in the backwoods of West Virginia, in a dilapidated cabin. Obtaining footage and uncovering the true story of this family was challenging due to the protection they received from the local community. The person who filmed them was initially met with a shotgun and faced death threats. It took numerous bribes, food, and clothing to get close to them. Rumor has it that the parents of this family were siblings and had a total of 16 children before both passing away. It's believed that their inbreeding is the cause of the unexplained mental disorders observed within the family. However, West Virginia's reputation for inbreeding dates back to the 1930s and has long been tied to the state's poverty.
Area 52 last megalodon in a secret aquarium. Renowned private detective Richard Mila infiltrated this impenetrable gatekeeper on July 23rd, hired to reveal government information to the general public. After breaking in, he walked through 3 dark corridors to a ground room. There, a hatch on the floor, inviting him to the depths. Driven by curiosity, Richard opened it after going down under his feet. Was a titanic basin, dimly lit. A particular atmosphere reigned as if Richard was not alone. Suddenly, he was interrupted by a slight movement of the water. Richard jumped. "It's just a little fish," he said, but it was nothing compared to the colossal silhouette that slowly rose from the bottom. So it wasn't a legend. A giant of the prehistoric seas had just appeared before him. Heart pounding at full speed, Richard reacted in a split second. He grabbed his phone, took several photos, and fled as fast as he could, avoiding guards, cameras, and drones. He came out with images that shook the world. Unfortunately, Tik won't let me display these images here. So click on share, click on message, and admire the photos of the megalodon. The CIA has just discovered a new species of shark, 3 times larger than the megalodon. After a top-secret mission in the Mariana Trench, Nico Mock, an elite diver from the CIA, returned with shocking revelations. Last week, while exploring the deepest part of the ocean, his submersible was caught in an underwater storm. He had to fight body and soul for over an hour to try to survive and achieve the objective of his mission: Just as his equipment was starting to fail, a light came on indicating that he had only 1 hour of oxygen left. Once the storm passed, he was plunged into darkness. Suddenly, a huge silhouette with sharp teeth appeared in front of his submarine's window. Despite the fear, Nico managed to stay calm and film this still unknown creature. But before disappearing, the shark left behind a strange object that looked like an implant. After a complicated ascent to the surface, Lucas survived. Unfortunately, the CIA confiscated all the evidence, but Nico had a copy of the images on his phone. The only way for you to see these images is to click on share, then copy the link and paste it into Google.